Okay, we are here on page 7 with numbers 25 through 29. Since we've done several by hand, we're going to now pull out the calculator and show you the capabilities of this. I will enter the first one, showing you all the buttons, and the rest of them I'll have put in ahead of time. So we look right here, and we can put these into a box of numbers. Basically, it'll look like this and like this, just using the coefficients. And this is called a matrix. And so we're going to take this matrix. So here we can name all these matrices. We go over here to edit. We're going to do A, and this is going to be 3 tall and 4 wide. So it's got to be a 3 by 4 matrix. So we start putting the numbers in. 3, 1, negative 3, 13. 3, 1, negative 3, 13. Okay, now it'll just automatically hop down here on the second row. We get 2, 1, 2, 13. 2, 1, 2, 13. Then we put in the bottom row. This is 1. Notice there's 0y here, so 1, 0, 1, 6. Okay, once we have it in, we have to quit out of there, go into the matrix again, and say we want to do some math on this. So we go down to math, and the key one is this RREF. In higher math, that refers to reduced row echelon form that you'll learn, but for this purpose, just know that that's the best one. So we're going to do RREF of, hit second matrix, A. That's the matrix we just wanted. So we want to RREF the matrix A, and the calculator will spit out something like this. Now remember, the first column were the x's, the second column the y's, third column the z's, and the fourth column were the constants that they were equal to. So if we reinterpret this, this means 1x plus 0y plus 0z equals 5. Y equals 1 and z equals 1. And z equals 1. So that's for number 25. And there's our solution. So number 26. We'll bring out the calculator again. And now note, let's clear off that. Now we note that when we go to the matrix, we have to edit it, and we have to make it a 4 by 5 matrix. 4 by 5. Now let's stick the numbers in. So just finished entering all of those in there. Now we can quit, go back into the matrix. Remember, we want to do math RREF of matrix A. Now the way this calculator set up, since we did RREF of matrix A before, we could have just hit second entry and jumped up to the other one and hit enter, but repeating it is good for instruction here. You'll notice here we have it, that the first column, x with 0y, 0, x with 0y, 0z, 0w equals 1, y equals 2, z equals 1, and w equals 2. So let's write those down. 26, we would have x equals 1, y equals 2, z equals 1, and w equals 2. And that's how we do number 26. Let's do number 27. Go back into the matrix. Edit matrix A. It's still going to be a 4 by 5. 1, 1. Okay, so we've just entered in all of these numbers. It was a very similar matrix to this one, so the end answers over here needed to be changed. And quit. And we do RREF of A again. Hit enter. And now we have a little bit tougher things here, but x is going to be 5/4, and then y is -1/2, x equals 5/4, y equals -1/2. Then z equals 5/2, and w equaled -1/4. And there's our answer. Number 28. We have to go in and edit matrix A. It is now going to be a 5/6. To enter. So we've now just entered in the matrix for number 28. Go ahead and quit. Now, just to make sure I entered it in right, that was a big matrix. Let's just double check. I'm just going to hit enter here, and that'll just say matrix A. I want to see it, make sure I got it right. 2, for the t's, we have a 2, a 3, a 1, 2, and a 1. Then we have a -1, 2, 0, 1, 1, 0, -1, then 2, 1, -4, -1, 4. Okay, so we see we have entered all of them correctly, so let's do the calculation on it. It's matrix, go over here to the math, and RREF on matrix A. Enter. And we get, ooh, this is a good thing to bring up. This right here, the calculator solves this by numeric methods, so it gets closer and closer to a number and then eventually rounds. This is how the calculator gives scientific notation. This is -1.4 times 10 to the -13th power. This is a good bet that on the calculator that it's a 0. So we have that t is 0, w is 1, x is 2, y is 0, and z is a -1. So there you have it. Put those two as zeros and you got it. So now we're going to do 29. Put this in. Again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 variables and an extra constant out here on the column. So let's put that in. 5/6. Okay, now we've just entered in this new matrix. Let's go ahead and do our calculation on it. Matrix A. Ooh, this looks ugly. X is going to be, what kind of a decimal is that? Ooh, now we need to note something. What happens on the bottom row? And this tells you everything that you'll need to know about this problem. Now you could start writing down, oh, t must be this and z must be that. But notice that this is not a column of zeros like we've always had in the past. Look at the bottom row in particular and see what it has. It has no t's, no w's, no x's, no y's, no z's, equals 1. That means that the last thing looks like this. You have a bunch of stuff up here, and then you have 0 equals 1. We remember what that means. That means there is no solution. That with all of these things mixing and matching and whatever, that somehow we cannot get a solution. If you want to look closer, you can tell that these two are exactly the same equation, except, so this is multiplied by 2 to get this one, except that guy was multiplied by a -2 to get that one. So that implies that this is definitely a no solution.